Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hawkblood Alara and I hope you all are doing okay. Today I am finally giving you guys the long promised video about the things I did in my high school art class. I know I've graduated high school last year in summer, so this video is quite late, but the circumstances and getting all of the artwork together to film was a bit wild and awkward, so it feasted on a lot of time and resources. But we finally did it. Some additional fun facts. I only did art class for the 2 final years of high school instead of the full 3 because I didn't like the teacher in the first year, and honestly I was too lazy to apply for an additional class with additional exams. However, I applied for the art class because there was a teacher change and because it meant an easy way for me to gain good grades that are valuable for my final A-levels diploma. Or how that thing is called in English. Anyways, let's see you in a second at my desk. So, hey guys, welcome to my desk. I still hope you all are doing okay. And before I start digressing right off the bat, let's get to the first art project we did in my high school art class. So our first topic of the class was painting and colors. And first we started off with basic color theory, and during that we also decided to do basically the one color challenge, and we had to create multiple pieces of different kinds. We could do anything basically, where one color is dominating the whole series. And for that, I created 3 pieces, which are these 3 paintings. So as you can see, I chose the color pink, which people didn't really expect of me, but actually I'm quite the fan of pink, which people who are familiar with my art know. But yeah, people in my class were a little bit confused about it, but I chose pink. And my first piece was this little line art of a death head hawk moth. Then the second piece I made was, this piece of my character Erica. Because she already fit the basic color palette, I thought, why not make a fully pink piece of it? I don't know where the reference was from anymore. I hope I can put it on screen. But yeah, this was the second piece I made. And the third piece I made is of this pink raven in watercolor with the moon being made with gold leaf, I think. I think it actually was the first time I used gold leaf on a painting, and I struggled so much. I think I somewhere still have to have like a piece description of the progress, since we had to do that for one of the pieces we made for the challenge, and it just was a struggle, especially the moon, because the leaf wouldn't really stick to the glue, and even though the glue was like made to be used for leaf applications. And yeah, this piece was a struggle, but yeah, I quite love all of these. And yeah, let me know which one you like the most. Next, I have also a piece that was made in regards of the color theory lessons we had. We had to make like little color charts and cut them like outline. We had to mix colors and then make like a gradient on paper and then use cutouts from that gradient to create a piece. Me and my best friend, we decided to group up for a piece that we make together. And at first we planned to make a piece of a human eye, and this piece was thrown away simply because like we put our whole effort into that piece, and at the end our teacher was like, I don't know which side is the correct one, which is the upside and which one is the downside, and she like displayed it like upside down in front of our class when we all were like showcasing our pieces, and that hurt like so much. Like it actually broke my heart. This was like the moment me and my bestie decided that we will never look at this piece again, and so we threw it away. But I think I still have to have a picture of it somewhere. But we actually made 2 pieces with that exercise, and one was like the human eye, and the second one was also like a partner project we decided to make, but we both made like a separate piece like that can be put together. So we made 2 koi fish, and I only have 1 piece, which is this little wacky koi that we glued out of the paper cutouts. And I have to say this is very bad quality. Like I wasn't really trying to make something nice. I just like slapped it on this paper because I low-key hated the exercise. I just wanted to paint, and I have a trauma if it comes to like making like paper cutouts and gluing it onto paper. I have a art class trauma from that, so I just hate it by default. So yeah, this is the second piece I made for this exercise, and I'm not exactly happy with it, but you know, there's worse things that you could do in art class. So next we are coming to the pieces that were made in the following teaching unit, that was in regards of painting. And we did that so we could practice the knowledge we learned in the color theory unit. And the importance of that exercise was that we could use and play with brush strokes that were created in classic painting. We started with doing master studies of Van Gogh because he in his paintings used a lot of brush strokes and harsh textures. And yeah, we did a master study of his sunflowers, or one of the pieces of his sunflowers. And this is what I've created. I still really love this piece because, I don't know, I just love the motif. Van Gogh's sunflower pieces are just so fun, and I actually really love creating this. It was really fun to copy his painting. And what I also really love, which is kind of off topic, is we used some printer paper, I don't know, and we gessoed it with thick coats of gesso, and this created like this leathery poster texture, which is like so cool. I don't know, I just love like I'm just obsessed. I'm just obsessed with the texture and the feeling of the paper in general. And also like, do you hear this? It's like giving ASMR sounds, and I'm just obsessed with this. And yeah, after we did this exercise, we were allowed to freely choose what we want to paint with the same principles, using brush strokes as a way to shade and to create texture. And since we had a lot of different ideas in the class, and our teacher generally was really about to let us work freely, we kind of had to get a topic that we all agreed on. So our works are in a same theme, and we choose the topic of still life. And with that topic, I choose to paint some mushrooms in a very big format for my used to sizes. And here they are. As you can see, they barely fit onto my desk. So I will just put some like farther away shots of them here. And yeah, these are the mushrooms I painted. I really love the contrast from green to orange, which I choose on purpose. So I try to incorporate the direct color theory stuff that we learned in the previous unit right in this piece. And I just really love this. This is also like on it has the same concept where it's like actually painted on like some very thin printer paper or like a little bit thicker printer paper, but the actual painting texture was made by lots and lots of heavy coats of gesso. And I just love it because like it has, I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can see it, but it has like this, yeah, poster texture, because like the actual canvas is like, well, not canvas, the actual paper is like really soft and bendy, but it still has like this, yeah, this painting texture, and I just really love that. And yeah, I just like this piece in general. I also have some work in progress shots of this piece, which I also really enjoy. And yeah, I am really satisfied with this piece. I think this also received an A, because I was one of the few students that actually finished their piece at the deadline, and we like also like got points reducted if we didn't present our piece after or at the finish date that we set up for our deadlines. So yeah, this was also an A grade piece, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes. So with this, we finished the first year of art class I took in high school. And yeah, we're coming right to the second year, which we started with the topic of 3D art. Like the whole year, we were supposed to do 3D art stuff and architecture related things. And so the prompt or the exercise task we had to perform was to build a room. We were like able to choose between building our dream house and building a room, to be specific, a shop inside or a room inside. And yeah, I built my little coffee shop. Yeah, we had to build like everything from the like walls to like the little furnitures. We had to build everything in 6 months, and that while having only 2 hours a week. So a lot of students started to also build their stuff at home, including myself, because otherwise I wouldn't have been finished on the actual deadline. So here is my little cafe. The angle now sucks a bit, but I will be putting in some close-up shots. So yeah, we have everything built out of trash basically. Like everything is made from cardboard and yeah, literal trash. The walls were made with wallpaper samples that we found in our art classroom. The plants were made out of wire and some masking tape that I painted in green. The little pots of the other 2 plants were made out of like the caps of like the soy sauce fishies so you can get if order something with soy sauce at restaurants. And the pantries in the little shelf were made out of clay and wooden beads. And the cake is actually made inside of like a bottle cap. And yeah, this is basically all of the stuff I used for making the furniture and little goodies. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I shamelessly traced the paintings I made for the cafe, so they're not my designs. But yeah, this is the little cafe I created. I don't know what grade I received for it. I think it was also like an A- or an A. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. I don't know if it's worth the struggle and the despair. But yeah, it's a fun project. I wouldn't do it again, but it's definitely a fun project that yeah, is worth attending, I think. Yeah. Then because I was part of the students that were quote-unquote cheating by working at home during this project and finishing pieces to put together at school basically, I was able to finish my room decor project much earlier than other students. And since I didn't want to do nothing during my art class, I was allowed to do what I want basically. And what did I choose to do during the time I was already finished while the others weren't? Right, I choose pottery. I made quite some pieces of pottery that I really love to this day. Like, they're some of my favorite pieces I ever created in regards of 3D art, or like objects you can actually like hold in your hand, if you get what I mean. So my first thing I made was a trinket dish, a green trinket dish for my rings, which is in this Ouija look. Like, it's supposed to be a Ouija planchette. Is it called planchette in English? I don't know. I glazed the base with the lighter green, and then I glazed some florally inspired shapes on top of the bottom glaze, with the expectations that they like flow together and create something new. I will put some progress pictures on screen because I know I have some, and yeah, I just really love this piece. Next, I made some paint palettes. These are actually used, so you obviously can't see them in their original form, but I also have progress pictures of those. And yeah, these turned out to be my gouache palettes. I haven't really used this one so far, but yeah, all of them have like some floral designs that I put on them, and their back sides are like padded with, like, I don't know how it's called, but it's like this rubbery, gummy, fabric-ish thing. I don't know. But yeah, I made 3 clay palettes, and yeah, I am really happy with them. They're used frequently, as you can see. This one is the one I use for working in my sketchbook. That is actually right here, right now, here. This is the last piece I made in my sketchbook, and I'm so happy with it. And as you can see, I used this palette for, basically working in my entire sketchbook. This was also very fun to make, and especially like seeing them come out of the kiln, that was like so much fun, because they were like, because the stuff you make just looks entirely different before they are like glazed and put into the kiln and fired, and it's just so much fun to see your object like turn into something completely different. And I just love that about pottery, and I wish to continue to do more pottery stuff. It's so expensive, but yeah, eventually one day I will be a little potter doing pottery stuff. And yeah, it's dreams can be dreamed. Let me live, girlies. Then the last thing I made with clay and pottery is this little ashtray I made for my dad's birthday last year. Because my dad accidentally broke his ashtray, I thought, hey, why not making him a new one? And yeah, because my dad is very into airplanes, I thought, why not make a one-line design of a plane in the middle? And yeah, you can tell that I don't smoke by the indents that were clearly too shallow, but he still uses it. As you can see, can you see that? Yeah, you can see the ash in there. He uses it, he treasures it a lot, and he loves it as well as I do, because I just love the way how the glazing turned out. Like, it's almost like clouds, and I think that fits so nice to the design I chose. And what I also really love is like this crackled effect of the glaze. I think it's just so pretty. And yeah, these are the clay pieces I made. And these are basically all of the things I made in art class. There are a lot of like other exercises and sketches that I made, but I think they aren't like worthy of mentioning because they're like just some ugly scribbles that have like no value. I think technically it would be interesting to look into them, but I wanted to make this video about the finished pieces I actually made in art class because I think that is what this video should be about. And yeah, I hope you had fun with looking through stuff. Maybe you could be inspired by some of it. I'm very sorry if this video is a little bit awkward. I'm still not used to recording face to face like this again because I haven't made a video in this format since a very long time. So I am a little bit awkward and my English is cracking away, but I still hope I was able to be understood. And yeah, I just hope you had some fun, could take some creative inspirations from this video. And yeah, we will see in the next video. Tell me what piece or what object you like the most. And yeah, tell me what stuff you made in your high school art class. If you want to stay updated to when I post next, don't forget to subscribe. So until then, stay safe and stay hydrated. Bye!